realized one thing through multiple films that release throughout any year, and it is that designing an ideal release date for a film can in many ways dictate its financial performance. Dates can either be booked for a big event film so that audiences storm out for specifically that movie, isolating all the traffic, which reaps mainly benefits unless the movie is a complete train wreck. But there are other situations where multiple films are placed on one release date, leading to the audience scattering due to the choices available. In 2018, I had a movie-going experience which was memorable and surprising. A choice I made completely on the whim, just because it was an Irfan Khan movie, and the movie was called Karwa, an exceptionally impressive and intelligently crafted road film which released on the same date as Mulk and Fanni Khan. The most heartbreaking aspect being that the film, which was made on a budget of 23 crores, barely made 19 crores in revenue in India. A dark comedy and slice of life story about self-discovery, love, death, and identifying that we as humans are not as different from everyone as we assume to be. Here's why you shouldn't miss the opportunity of catching this delightful film on Amazon Prime. The premise and message. Most of the commendable road films that we have celebrated, including movies like Dil Chahta Hai, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, and Piku, the reason for this film standing out and being unique is the misfits that somehow cross paths and join the journey. In most films, the characters are usually from the same strata of society, having an understanding or lingo that each character is comfortable with, and most importantly, share a history together. The beauty of this film is that you would never imagine the three principal characters to ever hang out with each other and go on a road trip. A journey that commences due to a misplacement and switching of dead bodies by an inefficient company. The film progresses to make us not only have an affinity to each character and their individual messiness, but even come to terms with all three of them together. Even though Avinash knows Shaukat, it is only on the surface, like we know our neighbors, barely on the surface. And it still, in a subtle and pleasant way, portrays these characters from different walks of life have so much more in common than we ever expected. In many ways, it makes us question preconceived notions people have in society today. We are quick to judge individuals by their choices, wardrobe, and mannerisms, but fail to connect on a human level. Rather than judging anyone by how much money they make and their political thoughts, most of us will be surprised to know how a lot of the struggles are just the same, no matter which strata of society you belong to, on how much we as humans have in common when we connect just talking about life. The music. In my opinion, the most underrated movie album in 2018 definitely has to be of Karwa. The reason for its brilliance is the sense of calm and charm it possesses. This is what happens when a group of indie artists produce individual gems for a film. Talented musicians like Prateek Kuhad and Anurag Sakya have created such soothing music that exactly fits the tone of the theme. However, Prateek Kuhad with his melodious voice stands out with his singles, encompassing the journey from Bangalore to Kochi and the individual emotional journeys of the three principal characters accurately. The beautiful song sung by Arijit Singh titled Chota Sa Fasana accurately describes the uncertainty of what lies ahead, in the journey as well as in the future in their lives, but still heading that way, in some way welcoming the unknown. The song consists of soothing lines which go, Khuli aankhein dekhe, manzar naya sa hai, dekho rahein पूछे, मंजिल मेरी कहाँ है, हो पता लापता, किसी को क्या पता कि मुझे जाना है कहाँ. My favorite from the film, however, is Saansein, that is sung by Prateek Kuhad, enveloping the journey and especially the emotional battle within that especially Avinash's character goes through. He feels genuinely sad that he has lost a loved one, but still is in the process to come to terms with the tumultuous relationship he had. A constant roadblock on trying to understand whether he should accept differences or hold someone accountable for having lack of empathy. He still seems to be processing everything, yet is headed on the journey. The brilliant lines go, ये मंजिलें हमसे खफा थी, इन पर छाई ओस सी बेवफा थी, बाहों में अब खोई हैं रातें, हाथों में खुली हैं ये शामें, ये सुबह है नई, हम हैं चले राहें यहीं, मैं अपने ही मन का हौसला हूँ, है सोया जहाँ पर मैं जगा हूँ, मैं पीली सहर का नशा हूँ, मैं मदहोश था अब मैं यहाँ हूँ. The moments. There are so many moments in the film that have been beautifully captured and stay with you even after the film. Be it Avinash trying to connect with a love interest in a lift, an energy of infatuation between them that is so apparent but doesn't require dialogues, Tanya seeing her loved one's dead body for the first time, a shot that doesn't become gruesome by showing the corpse but focuses just on her reaction, a discussion on the art and purity of conventional photography in a bedroom with not even a hint of anything romantic or sexual tension, a reunion of ex-lovers filled with warmth and only purely love, without things getting messy. The sequence in which Shaukat and his love interest, without a single dialogue to each other, share a chocolate together, and finally the most moving, coming to terms with the death of a loved one, finding some kind of closure while still trying to understand who they were and what you shared with them. Credit has to go to director Akash Khurana and making these basic moments on the surface come out as unique and charming. The performances. In my opinion, the strength of any film, no matter how tight or baseless it is when it comes to its premise, rides on the genuine portrayal and performance of the lead characters. Dulquer Salmaan as Avinash, a simple man working in a soulless job, is so sincere and pure. The individual barely expresses the void that exists within him, yet does not come across as standoffish. There is a warmth to his dialogue delivery and the way he connects with multiple characters, leaving a very praiseworthy impression as this was his Hindi debut. Another actress who made a film debut was Mithila Palkar, who played the role of Tanya. Despite having moments where she comes across as a caricaturish, rebellious college student, she does put forth a great foot forward in emotional moments. However, the star of the film is Irfan Khan as Shaukat, a mysterious character that does not think twice before stating his opinion. His disdain for foreigners coming to India, an undefined premise of having wronged a gang, and the conservative judgment to the way women dress. Irfan has this effortless nature to just be in the group and belong. He doesn't need to be animated in moments of comedy. He doesn't need to wail in agony when he is emotional. His eyes and body language say so much more. We wish the actor recovers well, perseveres, and comes back to films. The real heroes. The two main aspects of the film, however, that I feel really led to the success of the final package was the cinematography and dialogues in the movie. Road movies typically capture the essence and beauty of North India or Europe. We saw the serene landscapes and fascinating architecture of Europe through Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, and saw the vast fields and abundance of beauty of North India and highway. However, this is one of the few, if not only, film that captures the journey from Bangalore to Kochi beautifully. Cinematographer Avinash Arun has done a splendid job. We as citizens always dream of trips in several countries abroad, but forget about the natural beauty our country possesses. The second and strongest feature of the film are the subtle yet impactful dialogues written by Hussain Dalal. The iconic scene as Shaukat is sharing poetry with his new love interest between a curtain, as he says, "Dil ki har baat sher nahi hoti hai, kuch lafzon ke zariye अपने हाले दिल बयान करने की कोशिश होती है." मतलब दिल में फील आ जाती है ब्रो. In another beautiful scene, Shaukat says, "लोगों को हक जमाना आता है, रिश्ता निभाना नहीं." And the most heartfelt moment of the film is when Ashwin talks about his rather complicated relationship with his lost loved one by saying, "मुझे बहुत साल उन्हें फिगर आउट करने में लग गए और उनकी काफी उम्र मुझे जज करने में. कुछ बातें सिर्फ वक्त के बाद ही समझ आती हैं और अब जब सब समझ ही आ गया है, साथ बिताने के लिए कुछ वक्त ही नहीं है." That hit me really hard to the core. The film treats death as an inevitable reality, something that we have to come to terms with as humans. Yet in retrospect also think about whether we take the life that we have and the people that are closest to us for granted. That realization and arc, shown through a road film involving three misfits that cross paths and grow fond of each other, was one of the most enjoyable theatre experiences in quite some time. What about you? And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.